of you. Let us discuss the next topic of the chapter, which is heating effect of electric current. An electric current can produce three important effects. These are heating effect, magnetic effect, and chemical effect. We will now discuss the heating effect of current. So touch your cell phone which has been charging, or touch the screen of the television or the mixer which has been running for some time. Do you feel heat? So why do all the electrical appliances get heated when we use them? We have often see this thing that when we are using some kind of electrical appliances and when we touch them after some time, we feel hot. So why does this happen? This happens due to the heat generated as a result of heating effect of electric current. So now what do we mean by the heating effect of electric current? We know that, and we have also discussed earlier, that energy can be transformed from one form to another. Like electrical energy can be converted into heat energy, sound energy, mechanical energy. So energy is transferable. So when current passes through an appliance, it gets electrical energy. And this electrical energy is not completely utilized by the appliance. Some of the electrical energy is used for its mechanical function. Like if we are taking example of mixer or fan, then some part of the electrical energy will be used in rotating the blades, whereas rest of the energy is released as heat energy, making the appliance warm. And this process of transformation of electrical energy into heat energy, due to electric current is called heating effect of electric current. So when electricity passes through a high resistance wire like nichrome, the resistance wire becomes very hot and produces heat. So this is also called the heating effect of electric current. Now, heating effect of electric current is also known as Joule's heating because it was first studied by James Prescott Joule in 1841, and he gave the formula H is equal to I square RT, which is also known as Joule's law of heating. And about this formula we are going to discuss in our next class. We will derive this derivation. We will derive this formula. So now what should be the characteristics of a heating element? A heating element should have the following characteristics. First is it should have moderate resistivity, means the resistance of that particular heating element should not be either so low or too high. Second is it should have high melting point and should not burn or oxidize at higher temperature. So the heating element should have high melting point so that it does not melt very easily or at very low temperature. Next is its coefficient of thermal expansion should not be too high. So the coefficient for thermal expansion shouldn't be too high so that that particular heating element expands less on heating. So this coefficient of heat expansion or thermal expansion should not be very high. So I hope you understood the main definition of the heating effect of current, which is basically the transformation of electrical energy into heat energy due to electric current. So tomorrow we are going to derive the formula for Joule's law of heating and also see the next and also discuss about the next topic. Thank you.